They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Ross. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Used the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ennis. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Morris. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly. Keep this drive alive.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Morris. The sure hands, it's Thomas.
At the 23-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Claiborne. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. So Wake Forest offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The Demon Deacons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Mays.
The 1st down pass, complete to the wideout. Tackle is made near the 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Claiborne. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The sure hands, it's Claiborne. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden He sits that hitch down.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He has the first and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hernandez. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
And the Cavaliers will boot it away to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Catch in the middle, it's Hernandez. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Demon Deacons have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hernandez. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Demon Deacons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Wake Forest! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They go 83 yards on the drive. and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Grabbed behind the line, it's Courtney. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's second and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Finds the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Courtney. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew he was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Just keep slinging it. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? Do we want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock? You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Virginia! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3.
Extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Claiborne. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Mays. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And that is how we will wrap this one up.